Hey guys, happy Saturday, walls up. Okay, do just a couple of adjustments on this here camera. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great Saturday so far. Whew, it's hot in Spring Valley today. It's supposed to be 109 this weekend. So hydrate, people, hydrate. Okay, so I will just wait for homies to pop on in. Hey, Sea-Cat! I'm a little bit later today, about 10 minutes late, because I was grading stuff for students. So, the way we do like our attendance, hey, Shadowlander, is we have to, whatever last night's homework was, because everything's due by 11:59 p.m. And Karina, hey, no, I just barely popped on, so you are right on time. Hey, Christina. So yeah, stuff's due at 11:59 p.m. and so the next day is what I grade from the night before, and then that's when we take attendances for the previous day, because basically if they turn in their work on time, that means they were in school. So anyway, I just had like a bunch to grade before I went on my live chat today. Hey, Susie! I'm gonna miss you guys today, but I have family plans. Woo woo! I hope you have some fun today, and hopefully it's not too hot where you are, because it is super hot here. Oh, Shadowlander did a bit of research for your witchy path. Well, that's cool. That is like for me, a lifelong thing. Always learning, always tweaking things, always adding and subtracting, and kind of like making a spell, but it's my life. So, all right, Marina is here. Yes, happy Saturday to you. This has been worrying it may be no stream today. I'm 10 minutes late because I was grading student work. I wanted to get all of my grading done before I popped on to a live chat. Gonna go back to San Diego today, heck yeah. To visit your family. Can y'all send me some love and healing? My little cousin passed away on Thursday due to leukemia. I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, definitely, especially at the end of our chat when we do our healing, there's going to be some extra good vibes being sent to you and your family. So, and to obviously your cousin's spirit. So, anywho, I'm glad the AC kicked on. It's very warm today. Surian is here. Hey everyone, I'm gonna be in and out because hanging laundry, taking advantage of the sun, definitely. Yeah, we haven't even used our dryer because it's like, well, if it's over 100 degrees outside, that's like free air dryer. You're very welcome. Shadowlander, I'm looking for information on sea, snow, winter, shadow, celestial, and storm magics. Well, it's just kind of like as you come across stuff on YouTube or the internet, in books, kind of like your own experiences too, as you experience those things, just kind of write them down in your book of shadows and just keep compiling. Just keep compiling, girl. Lady Night, what up? Happy Saturday! So yeah, I just been telling people that I was about 10 minutes late today because I had to grade a quiz, I had to grade a précis rewrite, and I had to grade a worksheet. And I wanted to get those graded. Oh, and I had to take attendance for Friday. So so I wanted to get all of that complete so I could just like, and I noticed as I was trying to get my live chat set up, 6 students were already like emailing me like, oh, I didn't know we had work yesterday. Really? Because we got work every day. And so it's like, can I turn stuff in late? And could you just not penalize me? And I'm like, well, could you turn stuff in early so I could not penalize you? Or maybe on time, even better. So anyway, so yeah, grading stuff. But now that's all done, and now I can just focus on my live chat. Karina's like, girl, same with my students. I know, or it's like everything's due by 11:59 p.m. and one kid turned something in at 1 a.m. I'm like, 1 a.m., what are you, howling at the moon? You should have been in bed hours ago. Like, why are you up so late? Like, you knew about these assignments on Monday. Why do you literally wait till 1 a.m. on Saturday, which is late, to turn stuff in? I'm like, see, I had to rush to get everything done when I was a kid because I wasn't allowed to have dinner until my work was done. So there was no playing outside, there was no dinner until I finished my homework. And then I had to be in bed. Well, if I was in middle and elementary school, I had to be in bed by 8. But then when I was in high school, it was like 9 and 10. But yeah, like kids these days, I'm like, what are you doing at 3 in the morning? Like, no wonder you're so tired when you come to school. Okay, let me go back. Christina said, it's your day off. Why are they contacting you now? They contact me all day, all night, 7 days a week. And the parents too. Their parents are contacting me. One parent was trying to talk to me at like midnight last night, and I like just turned off my phone. I'm like, I'm sorry. Teacher's not here right now at midnight on a Friday. So sorry. Talk to you on Monday. Shadowlander's like, I have two book of shadows. One is just info and research. The other is spells and experience journaling. My research book of shadows is called the Book of Winds. The experience one is called Book of Waves. I love that. That is so cool. Karina's like, teaching is 24/7 job, especially now. Yeah, I mean, even when we weren't in distance learning, people were still contacting me 7 days a week. And like, that was like, I mean, I'm like thinking when I was in high school, there was no way to contact your teacher. It was like, as soon as the bell rang and they went home, there was no contacting your teacher. So if you didn't ask the questions that you needed to, like you were SOL when you got to school the next day. And actually there was no late work when I was in high school either. Like the teacher called that 0, 0. You got a 0. But anyway, whew. Let's see. Oh, Butterfly Love Child is here. What up? This is teachers should have office hours like everyone else. We do have office hours. It's just nobody abides by those office hours. Like I say that like I tell them I'm available, you know, from 8 in the morning until 10 o'clock at night, and then that's the end, Monday through Friday, and then that's it. Some other teachers, their cutoff is 8 o'clock. You know, some teachers their cutoff is at 3. But I know some kids, they wait until the evening. But I'm like, after 10 o'clock, that's kind of late, and I have to go to bed. So, let's see. Silver Star said, hey, didn't even get a notice. Had to go to your channel to see. Yay! Well, you're here now, so good stuff. And Molly is here. What up? Shadowlander, I have a guitar lesson at 1:30 Central this afternoon. Well, that's in about an hour for you, I guess, I think. Yes, I think Central is, I think you guys are like 2 hours ahead. I think so. But anyway, so I don't think I mentioned in my last Saturday. Let's see, Christina said, my daughter is in special ed. She ends her day at 4 o'clock. I kind of wish my day was over at 4 o'clock, but that just doesn't happen. Oh, Aries, hello. Butterfly Love Child, I meant to mention that I got your rose salve and fairy spray. Yay! I'm so happy. I hope you enjoy it. That fairy spray, I have to say, of all the sprays I make, I love the fairy spray and the nighty night are my favorite sprays that I make. I love my other ones too. I mean, obviously that's why I make them, but but I like just the ones that I could just like wear every day, or just like kind of like scent my space. Is my fairy spray, which actually I've been spraying on my altar because I'm trying to bring in that fae energy. And then my nighty night again is really good for night. I just kind of like spray my pillow and just like all the dreamy vibes. MJ said, need ideas on how to cleanse my altar. Got something that came in. Okay, so MJ, that's actually a really good question because I just redid my altar yesterday, and every time I redo my altar, I got to do like a whole cleanse. Um, oh, thank you. So after like I rearranged everything that I wanted to, I did just a quick little Palo Santo. I didn't really get it burning too much because we can't really open the windows right now because it's too hot. We have the AC going, and I have 2 kittens that live with me. So I just did a little whew, like just a little floof. And then I have either I use my little ting tings or my Tibetan singing bowl, and I just do a little sound cleanse over my altar. And then the very last, oh no, and then there's 2 more things that I do. I have some moon water that I use to kind of release all negative vibes and stagnant energy that are attached to my altar. I don't want to release all magic from my altar because I want it to still, like, have retain a lot of its magic and past magic, but just like anything that's just leaning heavy on my altar, I just like let that go. And then the very last thing is to take my 2 hands and I just put them on the altar, and I literally pump my own energy back into it again. I'm just like, baby, let's go, let's create some magic. So that's how I cleanse my altar. You probably don't have to like do that whole thing, but I like to do that whole thing. So MJ says it's affecting her patience. So yeah, I noticed that when there's like too much buildup in my house, my patience starts to just like, so yeah, that's definitely when it's time for a nice cleanse. Karina said, I know it's early, but can we all hang out for Halloween or Dia de los Muertos? I think it would be so fun. Yes, that would be really cool because I mean, I don't think people got many plans right now unless things get lifted and then we can have our Halloween parties and our Dia de los Muertos parties. But yeah, I would love to do something like that. Even if it's not actually on the day of, I would still like to do a little Halloween hangout. Let's mark that on our calendars when I get a date. Probably like leading up to Halloween, or just like maybe like the November 1st, 2nd, Dia de los Muertos. Ooh, that would be so cool. Let's do that. Yeah. So Dia de los Muertos, kind of like, I guess if you could put it in that 3-day slot, kind of like the 31st through like November 2nd, kind of like within there, because there's the, well, like in a lot of Latin cultures, it's like the Day of the Children I think is the first one. And then the next one is like the day of like all the rest of the people, like adults and stuff like that, for like a 2-day Dia de los Muertos. But a lot of people just celebrate like all 3 days, the 31st through the 2nd, which is fine with me. I mean, like, more partying is never a bad thing. Silver Star keeps a bowl of salt on the altar. That way it absorbs the negative energy, and I could just throw it out when you feel the buildup and change the salt. Hey, that's actually a really good idea. I like that idea. Karina said, yes, it is. Dia de los Angelitos. Yes, all the little ones. All right, I'm gonna have a drink of water because, like I said, where I live is supposed to be 109 this weekend. Like 109, like really? Oh my goodness. Anywho, so yeah, I didn't get to mention in last week's chat that I'm gonna be in a little like operetta thingy. It's not like a full-on opera, and it's going to be virtual just because of the restrictions right now. And so we have to submit our voice part singing each individual song, and I have to get that submitted like this weekend. So I'm actually probably going to record tomorrow and get that submitted, and then on September 20th we're going to have our performance. So it's kind of like our watch party. It's going to be with Bodhi Tree, so if you want to look them up on Facebook or online, it's Bodhi Tree Concerts, BODHI Tree Concerts. So Bodhi Tree concerts. And everything they do is always for a particular charity. It's a nonprofit opera company. But anyway, so I have all of my music here. It's super easy. It's just the HMS Pinafore. So I have like 3 songs. And the first song is like, it's hardly a song. Like I'm literally, that's all I sing. I sing hooray, hooray, hooray. The next one is actually kind of a thicker song, but, and then the last one, for he is an Englishman. And of course, when we sing, we have to sing in an English accent, which is, oh, cheerio, awesome. Let's see. My mom's birthday is on the 2nd, so it's always a big deal, especially because we are Mexican. That is so cool. That's like a massive party. Christina said down, that's a big jug. Hey, people got to stay hydrated. Lady Night calls it my, my fire hydrant. Molly said it's 105 tomorrow for me. Stay hydrated. Love to have sparkling water. Ooh, I love sparkling water. In fact, I have my Italian Kirkland sparkling water from Costco, like over there. I know, easy lyrics. I'm like, it's like the easiest money I ever made for singing. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Yeah, so literally like 3 songs. Probably a total of 8 minutes of singing, maybe 10. Let's see. Yes, my hydrant. Silver Star just bought a case from Costco. Yeah, actually, our Sundays are our Costco runs, so we have to go tomorrow to go get some more water because we're tearing through the waters. I mean, we have filtered water through our refrigerator. It's just sometimes I'm lazy and I just like grabbing, some sparkling water. Okay, so you guys, I have to finally share my crazy story from 3.5 weeks ago. I have not shared this story because it's crazy. And I'm like, how do I even express this story to people without coming off as like a nut bar? And I know that I'm like a nut bar anyway, but I'm like even more of a nut bar. So I'm like, okay. So I've been just kind of like sitting with it, journaling, pulling cards, meditating with it. And then I'm like, okay, I'll finally tell my homies. Because at first, like I was thinking, oh, I don't need to tell them. But I was like, I tell them everything. And like, especially if it's like a really weird experience, like you should probably share that just in case other people have weird experiences, then maybe they won't feel so weird. So here I am being my weird self so that other people do not feel so weird. And that is my whole reason for story time. Okay, so all right, so everybody's ready for story time. MJ is wondering where my Donnie Wahlberg is, aka somebody else thought he was like the dude from The Big Lebowski, Jeff Bridges and Starman. So so my Donnie Wahlberg / Jeff Bridges is at work right now. He works 6 days a week. He's self-employed, but he gives himself Sunday off. Otherwise, that boy would work like 7 days a week. And I'm like, hello, want to spend time with my dude? And he's like, all right, I'll take a Sunday off. So yeah, he probably won't be done with work until probably like 4 o'clock or so. So yeah, so he's not here right now. Okay, so here we go, story time. Let me just back the camera up a little bit. My phone is being, okay, don't fall out phone. Maybe I should adjust it up so it doesn't feel slippery. Yes, you guys, go get some popcorn, by the way. I'm like trying to figure out a way so that the phone doesn't slip out of the holder. I should just use the brand new fancy holder I brought. Next time. Okay. In the meantime, let me scoot back my chair so I'm not so close to you guys. I swear, this new phone camera has my pores all up in your view. Okay, we're backing up. Okay, story time. So like I said, this was about 3.5 weeks ago, and I've been sitting on this story for quite some time, obviously. Okay, so here's what happened. I was laying on the couch and I had been playing with my cards, of course. I mean, that's like silly. What else am I doing? So yeah, I'm playing with my cards, and I started to fall asleep. And then I ended up falling asleep, and my dude came in from the garage because he's always listening to stuff while he cuts film, because that's what he does. He installs window tint for residential commercial, and he has a film handler in the garage, so he's like pre-cutting all of his film for his jobs the next day. Shadowlander says, I'm starting to notice through witchy research that I'm drawn most to the sea, snow, and storm magics. Ooh, elemental type stuff, so that's cool. Or weather. He came in from the garage laughing because he always cracks himself up with whatever it is that he is watching. Sorry, I just keep adjusting the phone. And maybe I should get that other clip. Okay. And he was watching, well, it's basically this bodybuilder guy, and he like does some funny stuff sometimes. So he kind of came in and was like, oh, you need to check this out. And so I woke up briefly to like watch his video. And then I fell asleep during the video because I was in the middle of sleeping, and he briefly woke me up to show me like some funny weightlifting video. And then I fell asleep during the video again. And while I was laying on the couch, all of a sudden, how do I put this, guys? Okay, so I'm laying on the couch. I could still hear the video playing while my boyfriend is sitting on the floor next to the couch, next to me. He's playing the video, and I could hear it, and I'm drifting off back to sleep, and all of a sudden, I feel like my spirit, my soul is coming out of my body, you know, kind of like astral projection, but it felt different this time because I'm used to doing astral type stuff, but this was a little bit different. It felt like getting yanked out, like, I don't know even how you put it. Not like I'm like just dreamily floating out of my body where you're always connected by that cord. I feel like that cord was going to become severed. So I feel like this kind of like vibrating as like my body is kind of like half out of my body. And then while like my eyes are closed during this whole time, by the way, I could see through my eyeballs, and I could see my boyfriend, and I could see the video that he's watching. It's like I could turn my head without physically turning my head. Like I could see out of my body. Like it was so weird. And then there was this shadow person that was standing next to the couch that I swear up and down on the God and Goddess that it looked like the Grim Reaper, or like a version of the Grim Reaper, kind of, sort of ish. Maybe minus the sickle. But to me, it was kind of like the Grim Reaper, but it wasn't scary. Like I didn't feel scared by this thing that was next to the couch. I felt like it was just there to do a job. And anyway, so I could see my arms were like reaching up to the sky. My legs were reaching up to the sky. My physical body was just laying there. I could see that my physical body was just like asleep on the couch. But everything started to come out, and the last place I was connected to was my chest. You know, my heart, basically. That's where my body was connected. The rest of my body is like floating out. And I was kind of curious to, like, I was like, maybe I should just like let go. But without this person talking, or this thing, or whatever that was, I understood what it was saying, even though it wasn't talking. And even though I didn't hear words in my mind, it was just a knowing. I don't even know how you explain that without somebody talking. So there was nobody talking, but I knew what they were saying. And this thing was basically giving me a choice. because I've been having like a little bit more like heart issues lately, like my tachycardia and my PVCs. Freaking cameraman. So this thing was like, you have a choice. If you would like to let go now and you would like to continue your work on the other side, basically, or if you would like to continue your work here on Earth. And it was like, I don't know where my brain was at, but half of me was like, oh, wait, no, I don't want to leave because I have so many people that I care about here, my boyfriend being one of them, and my kittens, and like people. Like I feel like I have so many people that I want to help, and you know, I don't feel like I can leave yet. Like I don't want to go. And but then the other half of me was like, oh my gosh, you know, I have to reunite with like my grandparents, who off in the corner, my grandparents were standing there, by the way. They were like waiting for me. So now I know who's waiting for me at the pearly gates. It's my grandma and grandpa and my old dog. But they were just kind of like waiting there. So it was like the choice. Like I could go with them and I could go work with my friends, my family, everybody else. And I could do basically kind of what I'm doing here, but I'd be doing whatever over there. And so there was part of me that was like, yeah, I should let go. And then I was like, wait, no, 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 no. And so I'm like calling myself back. But at the same time, the rest of me is like, no, no, like grandma, grandpa. I'm like trying to go to them, and then the other half of me is like, what the heck are you doing? Like, no, stay in your body. And this Grim Reaper thing's like, hey, you got to make a choice. He says, either I'm taking your soul or I'm not taking your soul. Like, what are you doing? It's like your choice. It's literally up to you. And I was like, and I started to let go, and it's so weird because I could see my boyfriend right there, and I'm like, I'm having the whole crisis going on, and I'm like, I don't want to let go. So then when I decided, actually, you know what, I'm gonna stay, but more than half of me was already out of my body, and so it was like, okay, so that's your choice to stay, and it left, and my grandparents disappeared, and so then I was left with a half a spirit hanging out of my body, and I had to figure out how to get myself back into my body. So imagine trying to crawl with your fingertips. That's what it felt like, trying to get back into my body. It was so hard, you know. And my phone's just gonna do that. Okay, whatever. So yeah, so it was so hard. I was like clawing my way back into myself. And then I got back into myself, and I woke up, and I was like, and I'm looking at my boyfriend, and he's like, he says, how did you literally fall asleep that fast? He says, I was showing you a video. He says, and I saw you close your eyes for literally 1 second and you started convulsing. Like, did you start dreaming right away? He's all, because that was really weird. And I was like, dude, did you not try to wake me up? And he's like, well, I figured you have weird dreams anyway, so I just let you convulse there on the couch. I don't know. He's like, you were like twitching really weird. And he says, like, you literally just closed your eyes and started doing all this like weird twitching stuff. And then I was like, I feel really dizzy and I feel really nauseous. And I was like, I felt so sick. I felt like I was going to vomit. And then I was like, I was trying to tell him, I was like, I said, I felt like I was coming out of my body, and I saw the Grim Reaper, and it asked me if I wanted to die, and I didn't want to die, so I stayed here. And my boyfriend's like, so we don't feed you after 10 o'clock because you have crackhead dreams, or and I was like, I wasn't dreaming. And he's like, well, I mean, he says, I've never seen you fall asleep that fast. So I was like, I literally was coming out of my body. He's like, okay, well, but you're here, so yay. And I was like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. He's like, well, you're a barf bag anyway. And he's like, don't throw up. That was good dinner. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And he's like, you just need to chill out. He's like, you were dreaming, okay? He's all, it's fine. Nothing happened. You're not gonna die. And I was like, I need to go, because like my heart rate was like through the roof. I felt like nauseous. And so since then, things have been really crazy. like in terms of like energy and stuff, and animals of all kinds showing up to my yard, including a snake. A rattlesnake showed up in my yard to say hi. And yeah, and then I'm having all these meditations with snakes. A big red snake, by the way, in my meditations. All these snakes everywhere, like meditations, dreams. My dreams been really crazy. My dreams been all like one continuous dream. I kind of told you about my dreams. Uh, but yeah, I am, yeah, my energy work, the way I like connect with people is a lot different now. I feel like I could just like call people's energy into my house, alive or dead, and then they're here. It's like, I don't know. I feel like I kind of have like one foot in, one foot out right now. So that's why I've been like hesitating to like tell you guys, because it's really weird and I don't know how not to sound like I'm crazy. But I kind of feel like I have, yeah, one foot in, one foot out, like at all times. So, and there's snakes everywhere. So I don't know what to do about that. Anyway, so let me go back to your comments, because I'm sure there's a lot, because that was crazy. So anyway, yeah, story time. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna fix my phone again. Let's, you know what? Maybe I should put it in its other case. Okay, I'm just gonna look at your comments. Oh, Jonathan's here. Hey, aloha. Oh, you were cooking some pancakes. Nice. Shadowlander was looking for suggestions for good sites for research on music magic. That I don't know. Maybe somebody else could help. But I just like to play music, whatever feels good when I'm doing magic. So Christina, it was different than sleep paralysis, because I've had sleep paralysis before where you're like fully awake, but you're like paralyzed. This one was different, where I could see out of my eyes lids, and I could see like all this other stuff that was going on, and I could feel my spirit. It was a little different than my average sleep paralysis. Shadowlander said, for both times my sleep paralysis was due to stress. One, I remember the nightmare that I came with, but the other wasn't too scary. The nightmare one was scary. Silver's like, funny but not funny. Yes. Lady Knight's like, such a dry reaction. Dude, that's my boyfriend. Okay, that's how he deals with stuff. So I said, ESP scary stuff. Even I don't mess with that. I'd hate to have my body possessed while I'm out of body. Yeah, it wasn't possessed. It was just me kind of deciding what I wanted to do, I guess. This sounds like the big decision before an initiatory event. For real. Karina's like, you're not crazy, we believe. Well, thank you. So yeah, so like I said, things have just been different, around here. Like if, like let's say I'm thinking about my little brother, okay, because actually I've been thinking about him lately. The moment that I think of my brother, I literally feel my brother, okay, my brother's not dead, by the way. My brother is fully alive. I feel my brother's energy in my home. And I feel like I can have a conversation with my brother, which I have. And then when I call my brother, he feels that he has had that conversation, but he thought he was dreaming. So it's very interesting. I've been like, just like inadvertently just calling people into my house and then being like, oh, so sorry, you go back into your body. Because it's like people who are alive. And yeah, and just like a lot of dreams of snakes. And it's one particular snake, actually. It's a big red snake. Not scary at all. But the snake keeps telling me that I have to stop fearing so much. Like I have to let go of a lot of my fear, and I have to realize, like, because we're all powerful human beings, and this snake thing says that I like to play down my my internal power. You know, I just like to like crack a joke instead, because me, you know. And so it's like, basically it's like you have to embrace like who you fully are, and you have to be vocal about it, which is why I'm sharing it with you guys, because the snakes is this snake thing, I don't know what its name is. Okay, it's red snake. So that I don't vocalize my stuff that I see and do as much as I should. And it says that, you know, I would help a lot of people if I just like vocalized it, so other people wouldn't feel so alone. And so their experiences, they feel like they can open up a little bit more and share. Jonathan Snake says snake also represents rebirth. Yeah. And so, yeah, that whole like death, rebirth, shedding a skin, you know, all that stuff. Which is why I thought it was so funny that I run into a rattlesnake in my backyard. It's like, you're not getting the hint. It's like, I'm talking to you in your meditation. Shall I drop off a snake at your home? Would that make you pay more attention, you know? Yeah, it could be a spirit guide. And actually, you know, it talks about my car. You guys know my fancy car. I have a Viper, which is a snake, right? It's a type of snake. And so the snake in my meditation makes jokes and says, you're even scared to drive the car that you have the way you want to because of its power. It says, think of it like this: that powerful car represents you. And by you being scared of a car's power, you're inadvertently, it's a representation of you being scared of yourself, being scared of what you actually can do and what you're actually capable of. And so the snake's like, you need to really recognize the power that you wield, the power of your voice, the power of what you can do. It says, because until you embrace that, you're not going to help as many people as you could. So I was like, okay. So what do you want me to go, like 200 in my car? It's like, well, okay, you don't have to take it to that extreme, but it's like, basically don't be scared of your car, because then when you're not scared of your car anymore, you won't be scared of you anymore. It's kind of like symbiotic, you know. It says they like, you can't have one without the other. You can't not be scared of your car and then be scared of yourself, you know. So I'm like, okay, interesting. Silver Star said, my son, who I hadn't got pregnant with yet, was or in your life. Interesting. Shadowlander said, red snake, I get Kundalini energy with that. I get that. I've been getting that too. Jonathan said, I have a rattlesnake spirit guide. Oh, you do too? That is so cool. Christina said, I'm terrified of snakes, have been since childhood. I'm happy that my kids are not at all. Hey, Diane. So yeah, I've never really been scared of snakes. In fact, I was in charge of keeping snakes off of my grandparents' property when I was a kid, because we had rabbits, we had chickens, and we can't have like predators coming into the property. So my job was snake extermination, or throwing them in a sack and like releasing them somewhere else. So I've been doing that since I was like 6 years old. So I'm not like scared of snakes. I mean, I'm not trying to get bitten either. But okay, so I was literally like rehearsing my music and I was catching some sun in the backyard right there on the balcony. And I heard, I don't know, like, okay, we got a couple of like rats that live kind of in the backyard too. And so, but it didn't sound like rats. I was hearing that like crinkling, and I was like, what's that sound? I was like, that sounds like something different. I don't know. I just got this vibe that it wasn't a rat walking around. And so I go down there. Okay, these are my weapons. I'm in a bikini. I got sunglasses on and a cell phone. I'm ready to do battle with whatever animal is back there. All right, Shadowlander, you have fun at your guitar lesson. And I don't know what possessed me to like look in this like crevice, like near my dude's ladder. I don't know. I just like thought I should look in there, and I look and I'm like, oh, it's a rattle. It's connected to a tail. Oh, it's a rattlesnake. Oh, it's a diamondback rattlesnake. Oh. And I'm like looking at the tail, and then I happened to look over and I realized that it was all kind of like coiled around. So it was actually looking at me while I was looking at its tail. And I was like, oh, hi, Mr. Snake. And I'm like, and it was just like, you know, sticking out its tongue because obviously it's trying to like, well, that's the way it like smells. It's, you know, because it's got a whatever, what's that called? A Jacoba or something in the roof of their mouth. And that's how they smell with their tongue. And snakes are really good at like heat signature. So obviously it could feel my heat signature, but it wasn't rattling its tail. So it wasn't threatening me, and it wasn't like in a threatening pose or anything. So I knew it was pretty chill. Not that I wanted to get close to a snake, but I was probably within like a foot of it, you know, and I was just like, hi. I kind of hung out with it for a while. I was on the phone with my boyfriend talking about the snake while I was standing there in my bikini. And I'm like, you know, my neighbors whose house is like right there is probably just looking at me in my bikini talking to what looks like nothing while I'm on the phone. And, yeah. And I'm like, my neighbors probably just think I'm just so nuts. And I'm like, hello, Mr. Snake. And earlier that day, that morning, I saw a woodpecker. I've never seen a woodpecker in San Diego in my whole life, and neither has my boyfriend. But he didn't see it, I did. And I was like, and the woodpecker was just kind of hanging out with me. I was like, this is so weird today. I'm like, this is like definitely like in my face messages. And that's where I usually get my messages is through animals. So there you go. Lots of snaky goodness going on. Diane said, oh yes, I dream of a green snake also. Funny, I came right on topic. I know, right on time. Jonathan said, I think we'd have a lot to talk about if we sat down for a chat. Seriously, I've been thinking that. I was like, dude, if like we were like at a Starbucks or something, we would close the place down because we would just be like, like all day, all night. Butterfly Love Child's like, what's up? Christina's like, it was smelling its prey. I know. Diane's like, yes, big messages. So yeah, a lot of snaky stuff. Not particularly scared of snakes, but you know, of course I'm not trying to get bitten by snakes, and I'm not trying to mess with them. I just let it know. I was like, hey, you can hang out, because it was really hot that day. And I know that snakes can't really go out in the sun, especially like rattlesnakes. So they have to stay where it's nice and cool, which it was underneath some boxes, like where the ladder is. So I was like, here's the deal, Mr. Snake. I don't pull you out of there and toss you, but you have to promise me that you're going to leave. Like as soon as the sun goes down, I need you to slither on, like out of my yard, fully out of my, like I don't want you hanging out in the grass that's dead grass. I don't really have grass. I was like, and no hanging out in the front yard, okay? I was like, that's our deal. And so as soon as the sun went down, it was gone. I checked my whole yard. I checked everywhere. It was gone. So I said, okay, thank you. Oh, Serene. Silver Star said, I talk to myself all the time. I get that look like you're nuts, but I talk to my guides too. I tell them to wait till I get home. These people are staring at the crazy woman talking to herself. Dude, I do that too. Lady Night's like, do you ever have a normal day? Nope. It's the day in the life of me. And Diane's like, maybe the snake was a different portal just to give you a message. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's just this whole, and by the way, you know, when people talk about a Kundalini awakening and they tell you like what it's supposed to feel like and like, and all these changes that go on in your life, it's exactly to a T that. So I do know that there's a Kundalini awakening going on because I'm like, dude. And even when I have meditations, sometimes it's not a red snake, but it's a white snake, you know, like White Snake. Good band. Anyway, it's like rising through my chakras. There's literally a snake in me that's like this white glowy thing, which is kind of cool too. I just, Yeah, but yeah, I definitely know there's a Kundalini thing going on. Um, my just like my ability to sense energy is a lot different. I guess kind of like, snakes. Snakes have heat, like they sense heat signatures. That's how they navigate their environment, their prey, their enemies, things like that. And I think, I was doing some reading up on it, Ted Andrews. Ted Andrews was like the animal guru. And his thing was if you ever encountered snake and snake became a prominent thing, it meant that either you were going to see auras very soon, like with your physical eyeballs, your ability to like your olfactories, like your sense of smell and your ability to see and feel energy was going to increase, and that there would be kind of like this shedding of the old and bringing in the new type stuff. So I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. Let me go back to what you were saying. Diane said, I do talk to animals that way also. That is why we're friends. And MJ, I think I'm getting messages from Bast. Ooh, maybe. Butterflies like vibrating in your own skin. Yeah. Kind of like when I was on the couch looking at the Grim Reaper. It was that kind of like weird vibrating. Like you really feel like you're like, And Karina said, what does it mean to have Kundalini energy? That I have to look into more, but because I just look at like, what does it feel like? And Kundalini is just supposed to be like an awakening process, like another like level of awakening. And it's also like activating like sexual energy. But we don't need to go into that portion. But yeah, it's like just kind of like awakening to one's power, basically, which I think is what like my snake person thing, Red Snakey, was trying to tell me anyway. We will just call her Roja. Or Rosa. No, that's pink. But, well, no. We'll call her Rojadita. Diane said, powerful stuff going on, elevating. Yes. MJ's like, man, I can't wait till this virus runs its course. That's right. MJ has been very ill. So at the end of our chat, we're definitely going to send her a lot of healing energy as well. It was you and one other person's been very, very sick. So we'll definitely send you some good vibes. Silver Star says, I was wondering if you were going through a Kundalini Awakening and a bug transformation and how spirit communicates, or a big transformation. Yes. Yeah, working with spirit energy is a lot different right now. It's like, I can't even explain it. I'm seeing more with my own eyes, not just like my third eye. Like I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. It's just, my like Clara cognizance, where you just like know stuff. That's not really been my strong suit, but it's becoming my strong suit. So yeah, I don't know. All that stuff is just, I'm digging it. I don't know everything yet. I'm just like trying to work with stuff and figure out like, what does this do? How do I work with this? It's like fun new toys. Dan said, but also the dragons are out. OMG, I've been seeing them everywhere. That's it too, dragons. So there was this, also a red dragon. Also in my meditations, there's a big red dragon. So there's a red snake and there's a big red dragon, and they've been working with me too. So yeah, it's been crazy. Jonathan said, if you aren't grounded enough, the Kundalini energy can cause problems. I've seen it during acupuncture treatment with people who have been focused on raising their Kundalini energy without grounding. See, that is something that I've also been working on, because I think that's one of my weaker areas, is staying grounded, because I tend to like float off into the ethers. But I have had to work with grounding energy, and that was something that my like red snake friend was like, you have to ground yourself. Like, you need to imagine that your legs are growing out of the soil, and you need to really solidify yourself. So whenever I felt like I've been a little like dizzy and like, woo, I don't know, I've done this little visualization where I just like imagine how solid my legs are in the ground, and I just imagine like earth energy just flowing up through me as if I were a tree, and I'm just like instantly just grounded, and I feel not dizzy anymore, and I feel less exasperated, out of breath, you know. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So I've been working on like really grounding myself so that I don't fly off and cause issues. Sai said, all of that shedding the old is the same talk people say about autumn. Yeah, and hey, it's coming right on time. Oh yeah. Oh, it's your 5-year-old. So yes, so yeah, MJ and her 5-year-old, they have COVID. They're very, very sick right now. So that's why we are going to send some good vibes at the end, and good vibes for, you know, people whose cousin has passed away, and there's lots of stuff going on. There's a lot of people who need some good juju, and we are more than happy to send them some good juju, which we will, we promise. Diane said, yes, see more than just the third eye, but you're seeing the other veils with your own eyes. Even the dreams or astral travel have been vivid. Yes, they have been. Like I'm saying, like the past couple of nights I've had regular dreams, but before that, like my dreams have not been normal. I'm actually traveling out, and I'm with the same group of people, and I don't know, just I don't know. I don't even know how to express it to you guys. The English teacher is out of vocabulary. Like it's, I don't know. It's like my spidey sense has been cranked up to 11 is maybe the best way to describe it. Like you just know when there's spirit energy, but you also know if there's low vibe energy, and you can immediately make that low vibe energy go away, and you can immediately bring in somebody's energy, and you just immediately like know things, and you just it's like this crazy, like all this stuff going on at once, which makes me a little bit more like loopy, but I have to, you know, just really ground. And also all this stuff has been having even more of an effect. Sorry, my phone just keeps slipping. Even more an effect on my heart. Sorry, I'm like smacking the microphone. ASMR. But yeah, so it's like, you know, my tachycardia, my PVCs have been just like acting up like crazy. Maybe it's the heat, maybe it's the Kundalini. I mean, who knows? Okay, so let me go back. Oh, Paperback is here. It says, I've had different spiders show up on me or in my room in the last 2 weeks, and I feel like it could be a message because this has never happened before. Definitely. And for me, spiders, to me, sometimes are relatives who have passed that come back to say hello. And sometimes I believe it's like the weaver, like time to create, or time to make magic happen in your life. At least that's for me personally when I get spider message. And I'm way more afraid of spiders than I am of snakes, by the way. Like I'm super scared of spiders. Oh, interesting. So MJ just has to quarantine. Oh, you guys are the milder cases, even though I know that you said you guys are going through like all kinds of hell right now. Silver Star said, keep having a reoccurring dream, and my guides show me the infinity sign telling me we all have access. Oh my gosh, Silver Star, that's something else that's in my dreams, and everywhere I look is the number 8 on its side, infinity, which also in like Mayan numerology, 8 is kind of like the like yarn or thread. It's like infinite. It's like moving through life, you know, basically. So yeah, I've been seeing the infinity everywhere, like the infinity sign and all of that. So that's super cool that you brought that up. Like, what a coinky dink. Whoa, phone is slipping. Okay, let me just read what you guys are saying. Yeah, if MJ has a mild case, we'd hate to see what a bad case looks like. Aries says, I was sometimes people drain to black out. I got you though about the dreams. Yes. And Butterfly, my dreams have been pretty dramatic for the past few months, training with and going on like encounters, missions, a group of people. The collaborative group aspect is really big. Yes. Oh my gosh, are we all having the same dreams? Because it kind of sounds like it, but yes, it's a group of people and we're all on this like mission. I keep going on these like adventures and missions, so like every night is like a continuation. And the last 2 nights I've had like a break, so I don't know if me and my dream team have taken a hiatus or we're on vacay right now. But yeah, I feel like in my dream state, I'm always on these missions. I'm off doing stuff. It's so weird, and it's weird that you guys are having the exact same dreams. Silver Star says, spiders usually mean manifesting and to be aware of what you are bringing in. I have been seeing white spiders, which means it's a spiritual manifestation. Whoa. All right, Jonathan, you enjoy those pancakes. You're making me hungry. Like, I kind of want some pancakes. Could you mail me some pancakes? All right, see you. Let's see, the divinity in you, hello. It says, hi, I'm new. A lot of people are having very vivid dream experiences right now. Glad I'm not alone. Yeah, I thought I was the only one like having some crazy dreams, but I mean, like you guys, I've been hearing it on like other people's YouTube channels. I've even been hearing it from the teachers that I teach with, like the people who are very like non woo woo, like this is not their world. Like they've been talking about like crazy like dreams and their dreams being very similar to my dreams too. Like it's interesting to say the least. Diane said tonic water has quinine. Yes, actually I have, it's a Peruvian red bark, I think it is. But yeah, that's how I make my tonic sometimes, and it's got quinine, which is really helpful. You can't have too much of it though. I mean, because that's not good too. But you know, if you just have a little bit every once in a while, which actually, it's probably time for me to make my red bark water again. MJ has been drinking lots of tea. Okay, MJ, here is a recipe for you. It's a Filipino recipe. It's like in my family. As long as you have water, brown sugar, and ginger, you can make this tea. So basically, get yourself a like a pot, like a soup pot, something like that. A sauce pot. There you go, sauce pot. Fill it up with till it's about, I don't know, like half full, something. None of this is measured, by the way, because Pinoys, we don't like measure anything. So, okay, so about half full your sauce pot, and then take roughly like a half a cup of brown sugar, and put that in, and you know, get it hot, bubbling, all that good stuff, and then chop up some fresh ginger. Even if you had dried ginger, you could do this too, but I think fresh ginger works better. You want to take about a whole ginger thingy and chop it up, and then you want to throw it into the pot and just let it boil for about good 5 minutes, and then turn it down to a simmer for about another 5 minutes, and then after that turn the fire completely off. And I would say just let it sit for about 20 minutes because you really want that ginger to get into that water and brown sugar. The brown sugar is there to kind of add a little bit of sweetness, but you let it do that for a little while, and then get a mug, get a strainer, put it on top of your mug, pour in your ginger tea. And if you want, you could throw a couple of those ginger slices in for an extra kick, but it will blow your head off, let me tell you, and it will clear up some sinuses. But it's really good as an expectorant as well, so it's gonna get a lot of stuff out of your lungs. But I would say if you drank that like 3 times a day, you'd start to feel pretty good. I'm not saying it's like the cure for everything, but it's really good at least clearing up the airways. So it's a family recipe. It's like always worked when I've been like on death's door. Like when I decided I wasn't going to see the doctor for pneumonia. That wasn't a smart decision. But anyway, yeah, I got rid of my pneumonia. And I got rid of strep throat on my own. Probably also not a smart decision, but hey, you know what? I'm still here and I'm fine. And I haven't gotten strep throat since. I haven't gotten pneumonia since, and that was years and years and years ago. So I'm just saying. Okay, so let me go back here. Butterfly said, I had nightmares all night of the same themes, but it was a solo act. The last one, I was a little boy from Osaka, Japan, and a black jaguar has come to help. My God, the black jaguar. You've been seeing a jaguar. I've been seeing a jaguar everywhere. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. Karina said 8, the number of transformation. Yes. MJ's been seeing the affinity too. Diane said, yes, actually contacted the people I was in the astral, and they remember the same thing. So yes, it was astral, and they also remember being in the same place. That is trippy. See, you guys trip me out. MJ said, not for me. I have a lot of oral dreams. Silver Star says the muggles are even waking up. They are, like, seriously. Yeah, ginger root is really good. Well, hey, Divinity, so glad you found us. You know, it's just a great place to hang out. We just talk about all sorts of crazy stuff. Silver Star said a really good anti-inflammatory. Love ginger, yes. For bad congestion, you kick that ginger up. And if you want to let the tea steep until it's cold, because you can always warm it up in a mug in the microwave, if you have a microwavable mug, yeah, get that ginger in there. Let it blow your head off, you know, till you're like, woo, ginger. Like, that's the best stuff. Diane said, yes, I've done the same thing. I got rid of my pneumonia. Also, my own colloidal silver is amazing, combined with zinc, vitamin D, ginger tea, just wonderful. My dad takes that colloidal silver. There's more to the astral than in a live I did on a channel, and one of them being who was in the astral came in the channel, and one person could not remember, and he helped her remember what happened. Whoa, that is so cool. So Butterfly has encountered a black jaguar, a dog, a cat, a vulture, and a crow. You know what? I saw a California condor, aka a vulture, the other day. Because usually we see, like, sometimes like the big red-tailed hawks, but this one was huge, and I'm like, that's not a hawk. And then you saw like the pink kind of head. I was like, oh, it's a California condor. It's a vulture. So yeah, I have seen a vulture as of like yesterday or the day before. Yes, so it has been quite the magical week. Aries is like, Harry Potter is my favorite book series. So yes, I would say a lot of the magic that is in Harry Potter, I feel like we are kind of in that magical world right now. Seacat also saw a condor. See, this is crazy. This is why I like doing these live chats. And I am standing, by the way, because I don't know, it's just like too hot to sit down. Because I get to share my crazy stories, but then it's interesting, the stuff that I usually share, like, you guys are also like we're all on the same frequency right now. I'm like, this is so cool. And also I think it's just good to kind of see, like, you know, you're not alone in your experiences and your dreams and all your crazy astral travel stuff. Like, we're all kind of doing this together right now, which I think is pretty cool. Diane, we love you too. I love all of you guys. So, okay, here's what I wanted to do. How many people we have in here? 20. And by the way, it's 11:44. I'm just saying. Diane said, oh yes, did you hear the song video with the fairies I posted? Yes, I did. Well, the song is a channel by this little green alien called Zeb. I've heard of Zeb before. Interesting. Anyone else dreaming of being in on ancient ruins, or there's tall pillars and gourds are keeping us all? What was my last adventure dream, which was a couple of nights ago. As a group, we were in the desert and we were running away from these wolves. These weren't nice wolves. These were bad wolves. In fact, they weren't wolves at all. It was like something in wolf's clothing. You know how sometimes they say a wolf in sheep's clothing? Well, there was something in this wolf clothing. Because normally I'm not afraid of wolves. I work with wolf energy. But these were bad and they were after us, and we were in the desert, but we fell, and I was clinging to the nose of one of the faces in Mount Rushmore, but I knew we weren't at Mount Rushmore, but it was like these faces had been carved into the rock, and I was hanging off the nose of one. And then we kind of like helped each other down, and we got into our van that kind of looked like the Mystery Machine. And we went to this like haunted house, but it wasn't haunted. It just looked haunted because it was old, kind of like a Victorian style house. And well, I guess I'll just tell you guys the dream real quick. So we were all just kind of hanging out, figuring what we had to do, because we were waiting. It was like we were waiting our orders. Like we had orders to do something next, but the orders were just to get to this particular like creepy spider cobwebby house. That spider energy that, you know, you guys were talking about earlier. Somebody who, he also has a YouTube channel. He was in my dream too. Actually, a couple people that have YouTube channels, like in the woo-woo community, they're in my dreams too. So they're there, and people were like practicing. You guys were like practicing with samurai swords in like the backyard, and to practice with the sword, people were chopping at this tree, and it was breaking my heart. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're cutting the tree, you're hurting the tree. And some people were like, oh no, like plants can't feel pain, you know, because you can chop off, you know, branches and stuff. And I was like, they absolutely do feel pain. And I was furious at the people. And I was like, just like an animal, I was like, you know, an animal doesn't want to be slaughtered as much as like a plant doesn't want to be slaughtered. I'm like, what are you doing? So I was like yelling at everybody. I decided I wanted to know what the tree wanted to tell me, you know, like, let me know if you're okay. Is there anything I could do, basically, because its sap was running, which is how trees bleed. And so I put my hands on the trunk of the tree, and basically the tree was like, if you want like real information, you have to put your hands in the soil and you need to feel my roots. And I was like, okay. So I literally put my hands in the soil and I held onto the roots of that tree. And what I saw was really scary. So I kind of tried to block it out, but now I guess I remember it, but I was trying not to remember it. But basically it was like all these dimensions like closing in on itself. It was more, it wasn't really like visual, it was all like energetic. It was like I was seeing energy, and it was just like dimensions closing in on itself. It was like total destruction. It was like all kinds of chaos. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to even see this. So I pulled my hands out of the soil, and then somebody said, we have our next orders. We have to go to the second floor of this place. And then that's kind of like when I woke up. So I don't really remember the rest of it, but yeah, so interesting stuff. Let's see. Diane said, I'm sure you have connected to Zeb. He is adorable. Reasoning us how, realizing how amazing we are. Aw. Hey, MJ, you make a big pot of ginger tea. Like, you make that ginger tea. It will help you. Silver Star's like, sorry, I meant teaching us and prepping us. Stanley is here. Hello. He says, my friends in the USA where wolf people, well, her husband and kids are, and it's an awesome thing to see. Very interesting. Butterfly said, funny you mention katanas. Guess what's my weapon of choice in the dream world? You know what's my weapon of choice in the dream world? A katana. So yeah, actually, yeah, whenever I'm in the astral, I have a weapon, and it's a samurai sword. That is amazing. Divinity said, sounds like you are in guide training. The second floor could mean you're leveling up. Could be, and then I wake up. Diane said, my apology, autocorrect. Zeb reminds us how amazing we are, and his mission is for us to remember that. Don't worry, Diane, like autocorrect, somebody needs to autocorrect because like when I like to do dictation. I rarely ever do any typing. And so like the dictation is usually off and the autocorrect is off. And I'm like, in what world do these worlds go together? Like, tell me. um, oh, the thunder is here. Can anyone spare a cup of magic? Oh, well, I'm sure we could. I think we have magic aplenty. Diane said, my magical staff, not only they're magical, but also weapons. Ahaha. Divinity says, mine are lightsaber nunchucks. Dude, that's rad. I love that. MJ said, I have swords all over my house on the walls. I want to go to your house. That sounds awesome. Katanas and broadswords. That sounds so cool. Let's see. What do I have in my house in form of actual weapons? Oh, one of them could be my guitar. I could give somebody the El Kabong on the head. No, we actually have we have a lot of knives and switchblades because my boyfriend's older brother, for some reason, it's like a thing to get him a knife every year for Christmas. Not that he ever uses any of these knives. And then his best friend, it's like a joke to buy him a weapon. Like, we have all these weapons. I'm like, when are we ever going to use any of these? I'm like, what are we waiting for the apocalypse? But yeah, we have all these like knives. I have a spear from Indonesia. And I have a blow dart from Indonesia. Because my Canadian mom used to go to Indonesia all the time. She'd bring me back awesome stuff like blow darts and spears. I can imagine just chasing out a burglar with a spear. That's awesome. Let's see, what else do we have? We have a, what you call it, bow and arrow. We have one of those. We have a lot of stuff, actually. You know what? We are armed to the gills at this house with a bunch of really random weapons. All else fails. Okay. Silver Star said, autocorrect corrects my correct spelling and screws it all up. Same here. I'm like, okay, excuse me. I correct grammar for a living and you're incorrect. Diane said, I practice martial arts with the magical staff. I did not realize as they are taking people's way to defend themselves. Those who have the staff has something with them. Actually, if you must know, like in reality, I know Kung Fu. I do. I'm a blue sash in Kung Fu. Like I loved doing Kung Fu back in the day. Kristen said, I have Viking swords, a Viking axe, and 2 katanas. I am an odd lady. Not odd at all. That's freaking awesome. Diane's like, yes, the guitar. And Kristen's like, a blow dart. Yes, I have a blow dart. I don't think I have anything poisonous to put on the end of those blow darts, but you know, if somebody were to break into my home, then I'd have to set up the blow dart. Dan's like, you never know when you need your tools, girl. The way things are going nowadays, you never know. Your tools will be there for you. Or we can make tarot and oracle cards fly and give them paper cuts. Oh, I know, just like paper cut, paper cut, paper cut, paper cut. Freaking phone, man. Okay, I promise. Next week, I'm gonna have the better clamp for my phone, so the phone isn't doing this thing that it is doing. The Thunder said Indiana Jones whip, but more importantly, the pistol he shot the sword fighter with. Aha. Yes, with the guy just end of story. Actually, when I was a kid, I wanted to be Indiana Jones when I grew up. So I wanted to be an archaeologist, and then I realized archaeology was super boring and less adventuristic. So I was like, really? Because I was kind of hoping that we could go take out Nazis. But I guess that doesn't actually happen when you're an archaeologist. Let's see. It says tarot cards as weapons. That's great. Yes. And Qui-Gong is also amazing. Kung Fu, awesome. Silver Star trained in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. That's so cool. Actually, my best friend, she knows judo, actually. I was like, really? And she's like the most unassuming, like just nice girl, but she knows judo. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, I love Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Like if I could learn that, that would be cool. Stanley said, I got a Santa Muerte tarot deck, but it's not the artwork from the one on the Santa Muerte magic site. Interesting. Oh, you know what? I think there is another Santa Muerte deck, and actually I've been on the lookout for that one because that one looks interesting. Dan said, yes, the tarot and oracle. We have choices. We have so many. We can throw the whole box at them. Hey, Chantal, how's it going? Oh my gosh, girl, we've had some crazy conversation. I can't say it enough. You guys are amazing for real. You guys are amazing, let me tell you. Maybe we can find a soul tribe and I am the Game of Thrones video game and I am learning all the weapons. Does the dog count like partners in crime? All right, so MJ, the ginger tea is supposed to be super dark. Like it's supposed to look like coffee. Yeah, it's supposed to be really dark. So yeah, you let that thing just like steep away. Steep and probably till it's cold and then go like heat it up in the microwave or heat it up back up on the stove. But yeah, you get that ginger in there. And if you want to throw a couple of slices and even munch those slices while you're drinking your tea, like that will get some stuff out. You're going to be hacking and blowing your nose a lot, which is going to be gross, but you know what? You'll be getting that out of your lungs, which is good. Silver Star said, we will just make Chinese stars out of the boxes. Yep. I would have a lot of Chinese stars, actually. Stanley said, okay, thanks everyone, and hi, yay. So Stanley, yay, we're so happy when all of you guys get to pop in. This is so cool. Phone is slipping again. MJ said, I've got 4 decks coming this week. I think I showed you on Facebook. Yes, and they look cool, by the way. I'm just waiting on my Kickstarter decks. So actually I haven't really wanted to buy any new decks lately because I was like, I have like a few that are coming through Kickstarter, so I have gifts that should be coming like in October, November, December, hopefully not any later than December. No 2021 decks. Diane said, add some turmeric root to that ginger root. We'll be like, boom, pow. Oh, maybe you can have 1 cup as ginger and 1 cup with Diane's turmeric. Silver Star says, take my origami to your head. That's awesome. Okay, you guys, okay, this is a big deck, by the way, because this is actually 3 decks in one. I bought 3 separate decks, but they all have the same backing so that they could all be put together. And this is it's by Walking Fish. They're in Russia and you can find them on Etsy. Come on, phone. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm just gonna like go upstairs and like change things because I'm like, this thing keeps sliding. But anyway, so they have something called Salmon Advice, and they had Salmon Advice Volume 2, 3, and 4, and I think now they're gonna go back and make Volume 1. But let's see. Dad said, oh my God, you guys, I was going to stop as I was going nuts, and I swear the more I say I will stop, the more I buy. I ended up getting a whole bunch again. My God, I can't stop. So yes, there's another one called Salmon Advice, Volume 2, 3, and 4. But they work backwards. Like they made Volume 4 first, and then Volume 3, and then Volume 2, and now I think they're gonna make Volume 1. And it's just like all these like little cutesy cards with messages, but when you put them all together, it makes a really odd sentence. So actually, instead of like doing a traditional like pull a card for you guys, like for each of you, I wanted to just like read the message. So before I do that, I am going to run upstairs and we are going to fix this so that my phone stops sliding. So let's do that. we're going on a move now. We're walking. Let's see, I'm gonna turn this around. Aries is not buying ducks right now. Yeah, same. I'm like, I have so many that are coming. Yes, do we have boxes in our living room? That's for the kitties. Oh, I have to show you guys. The dude just bought them some new, you know how they have their little claw tower things? Silver says, I do the same. I don't need more cards than I spend $200. Exactly. But this is going to be one of their new little Halloween ones once he puts it together. It's the Hide and Eek collection. And then there's another one over here. MJ, I know, right? It blows your head off. It's so good. There's this other little one for them. And there's this one that we're going to make them. A little haunted hotel. So yeah, we just have like a whole little kitten setup here. Okay, back to going upstairs. We're going to get a better attachment. Oh, those are mats for my truck. My dude bought me new mats because nothing says love like new floor mats for your truck. And my dude's laundry and more of his laundry and my dude's boxes. He's a messy boy. Okay, so we're just gonna go in my closet. We're going in the closet, you guys. Says gingerbread kitty fort, silver star. Ooh, you could buy these at Target, by the way. Lady Night says they are cute. My cats would never use them. They love my Amazon boxes. Well, as you see, our house has a lot of boxes just for them. So hey, welcome to my closet. Welcome to all my purses and to all my stuffs. Okay. I'm gonna put you guys down in the closet. Which way should I show? I'll just do this. You guys can stare at my cameras. Okay, I'm going to grab your new attachment. Ugh. Like I have a bin here that's just my like photography stuff. Is this it? Where is my new attachment? Oh, did I put that in? That's my other photography bin. Ooh. Oh, there it is. Okay. Excellent. Okay. All right. Oh my goodness. There's a song there. Okay. Oh, and by the way, I got a new, well, it's a tapestry, but I like to use tapestries as my altar cloth. So this is the setup. Whoops. And I was doing like a really big spell last night, so that's just kind of still sitting there. But yeah, I love my new altar cloth. So anyway, and we're moving back out. MJ's throat just flooded. Hey, it's disgusting, but it's good. It's gonna get all that nastiness out of there. But you're probably gonna have to drink a few cups for a few days. Okay. Alrighty, and we're back. Okay, so I have this. This is a new thing that I bought, so it's supposed to hold the phone a little better. So we're going to do that right now. So that means, wait, we want it this way. I'm like, wait, which way do I want this? Okay. And then this little thingy is supposed to attach here. Yes. It's a family recipe meant to get all the blech out. Okay, so I'm going to disconnect my phone, so watch out. Okay, I'm going to put it down. We're going to just do a little change real quick. So, okay. Sorry, we're just changing things out. See, this is the old attachment. It doesn't work so well. The new attachment is the bomb diggity. Why did I not do this sooner? Who knows? Okay, wait. This goes like this. Okay, so then I have to screw it in. This is, oh, I can't chew the ginger now. Okay, and then we're going to move you guys up here, and I'm just gonna lift this up. Molly says, I love ginger, would love to know, try the recipe next time. I'm feeling bleh, as you say. Well, it's a good one to try. It's definitely for sickies. Man, do I have to lift this? Sorry for all the camera movement. I'm trying to get it so that you guys don't fly all over the place. Okay, now I'm gonna set you guys in. Ha 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 ha, I think it's perfect. Booyah, booyah, it works. I should have done this before my chat, but that's okay, because we're good now. Okay. Butterfly said, I'd roll in fresh ginger if people wouldn't look at me weird. I like to eat ginger candy, it's like caramelized ginger. That's like my favorite ginger candy. I'd eat that all day. Diane said, you did not do it sooner because we needed to learn about the better way. I have the same as you and it does not hold well. So it looks like I have to get one of those. So yeah, it's just I got it on Amazon. So I don't know if you're looking for a phone folder, like it can turn it either way. You know, I have mine in landscape right now. So, you know, can do all those wonderful things. And it was, I don't know, like $5. And it looks way sturdier. So it's hot toddy time when I don't feel well. Lemon, 1 shot of whiskey, and honey. Hot toddies work as well. I've also had those. But I always go back to my ginger tea because I love ginger. Stanley says that's cool. So yeah, I mean, you guys got hot toddies. We got ginger tea going on. We're just sharing all the knowledge right now. Okay, so now I think I can actually lower this without my phone falling. I think. Yes. Yay! I'm so excited. It's like better now. Those are some big lizards out in my front yard. Okay. And there we are. Okay. So we have 21 people in here. I'm just said the recipe is a lot to type, but the gist is a lot of brown sugar and fresh ginger, and it should be black. Yes. Butterfly said, I got a new holistic tea book, and I made the summer blend with hibiscus, lemongrass, and summer berries. Ooh. Okay, so I want to give you guys a message from here. I'll basically pull 3 cards for each of you. I'll let you guys do the interpretation because you guys have some great intuition as well. But it reads like a riddle, you know, so I think it might be fun to give you guys a message. Let's see. Menudo. Oh, my dad loves menudo. This says works good too. The tripe soaks up all the toxins. Okay. I would need somebody who wouldn't mind volunteering, maybe taking down people's names just so I could get you guys in order. And then I would pull you guys 3 cards and it would just be like a little message for you today. And it will be kind of a cryptic message. So I leave that up to you to kind of like decode it. But I love little messages, as weird as they are. I love them. So Lady Night, woohoo! Lady Night is on it. Okay, so let Lady Night know if you would like a weird salmon message. Aries was watching Charmed Intuition Tarot Hall. That one I was going to watch after the chat today because I saw that she had posted that. And I like watch almost like every single video, so that's in my watch list. Love Charmed Intuition. So yeah, again, just let Lady Night know. Just give her your name if you would like to get a message, salmon message. They're so cool. I love these little things. All right, so I'll give you guys some time to let her know. And let me show you like what I mean about the messages. So I'm gonna pull 3 cards for myself, and then that way you guys can see what I mean. And then you guys get to decode it. Okay. Well, I guess you guys would read it this way. Yeah, you guys would read it this way. Okay. I'm like, wait, which way is not backwards? So it would be like read like a sentence just like that. So for me, my message, it says, where the foxes are, summer's coming, get on your feet. So it's like a riddle kind of, and you just have to decode it. So it's like, where the foxes are, summer's coming, get on your feet. So I was like, okay, so it's like I have to call to action. You know, we're actually in this hemisphere, northern hemisphere, summer is coming to an end. You know, September 22nd is our autumnal equinox. So it's like, that's interesting. So it must be like some solar energy, that type of energy is coming in. Where the foxes are, and you think of fox being very smart. Fox is also very crafty. Some people think that fox is tricky. So, you know, I would have to put all that together. So, okay. Give you guys another couple of moments to let Lady Night know if you would like to get a message. And Sea Cat is first. Alrighty, here we go with my large stack. I love this. Maybe I'll show you guys. I love shuffling the big stacks. Maybe that sounds wrong. I like shuffling the big stacks. Okay. Oh, and by the way, speaking of snakes, I have the snake eating its tail as my necklace. All right, Sea Cat, we got 1, 2, 3. All right. All right, Sea Cat, try to fly, evolve, stay on track. Okay, so you have to try to put that together for yourself. Try to fly, evolve, stay on track. That also kind of goes along with what we were actually talking about today with all our dreams and all our crazy experiences. Oh, is Wally getting up? Oh, he's still in his little bed back there. So yeah, Sea Cat, that is your message. That is for you to decode. So have fun with that. I like that one. It's like evolving, leveling up, but like you're still on track. All right, so Butterfly Love Child, here we go. I think I like showing you guys how I shuffle the big stacks. So Diane, we are just, each person gave their name to Lady Night. If you wanted to get a message from the salmon wisdom here. Okay, Butterfly Love Child, Butterfly Love Child. Butterfly, Okay, Butterfly Love Child, wink wink, bit its own tail. Did I not just show you my necklace? Smile inside. So wink, wink, bit its own tail, smile inside. Ooh, silver star, I love that interpretation. Yeah, you guys can help out with interpretations too, you know, as you see them for other people. So help each other out. I like that one. That one is the wink wink. It's definitely a wink wink. Okay, silver star priestess is next. Okay, silver star. Let's go silver star. Oh yeah, I forgot. Show you guys the shuffle. Silver star. 1, 2, 3. All right, silver star. Smart as the salmon. Smile inside. Follow the wind. Smart as the salmon. Smile inside. Follow the wind. I love these messages. They just read so poetically and cryptically that I love it. Yes, definitely some synchronicity. Sounds like someone is going to bite off more they can chew. Just stay focused. Gray Trickster is next. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, that gave me like a cramp in my spine. Interesting. Gray Trickster. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Gray Trickster. Ideas are all around. It's twisted. Deep forest. So, ideas all around. It's twisted. Deep forest. So cool. I like that one. All these ideas. Don't get it twisted though. All right, the divinity in you. Oh man, I love your messages so much. This is so cool. Okay, wait, I'm gonna have a sip from my fire hydrant. Gotta stay hydrated. Okay. So the divinity in you. All right, here we go. Divinity in you. All right, the divinity in you. Time to gather cacti. Better not welcome to the woods. Whoa. Okay, time to gather cacti. Better not welcome to the woods. Interesting. Because cacti and basically what we consider the woods do not grow in the same climates. Interesting. Very, very interesting. You guys have fun decoding that one. That is interesting. All right, let's see. Ishani is up next. All right. This is salmon wisdom. Basically, go to Walking Fish on Etsy. They are in Russia. You'll see they have like the salmon. Oh, salmon advice. There you go. Sorry, it's salmon advice. It's volume 2, 3, and 4 by the Walking Fish. So salmon advice by the Walking Fish. Okay, so Ishani. 1, 2, ooh, very nice. 3. Okay. These fellas grow your own planet. Follow the wind. So put that right for you guys. So these fellas grow your own planet. Follow the wind. Well, who are these guys? Is it us guys? Different guys? We don't know. So these guys, grow your own planet. Follow the wind. Every time I think of like the word wind, I just hear that song with like the whistling. Do, do, do. Do, do, do. Oh my goodness. Is that the Scorpions? I like the Scorpions. Yeah, Karina, just let Lady Night know. All right, so Marina is next. Okay, Marina, here we go. I'm gonna shuffle a little bit more. I didn't feel good. Okay, now I do. Marina. Some of you guys keep getting the same card. That's interesting. All right, a far away journey. Tea, coffee, follow the wind. So you're gonna have to make some choices. Follow your intuition though. A far away journey. Tea, coffee, follow the wind. That is cool. All right, Molly. Okay, Molly's up next. See, I'm gonna try to do a quick like fall shuffle for them. So a little harder to do a big fall shuffle, like a waterfall shuffle. Okay, do one more waterfall shuffle, just get these all mixed up. Mixale, mixale. Gracias. Shani said, thank you so much. Thanks, Lady Night. It's almost one in India. Oh my goodness, you need to go to bed. You're very welcome, Marina. All right, so Molly, here we go, Molly. Ooh. All right, Molly. Listen to the sea's deep forest. It goes around. Listen to the sea deep forest. It goes around. That's interesting too. I like that one. I like the oceany vibes actually on that one. And the sea does indeed have its own forest. All right, MJ. MJ hopefully is getting all that mucus out. Oh, you're very welcome. I just figured it'd be fun little messages for today. All right, MJ, let's see, what do we got? What's we got? We got boom, nice. Boom. Whoa, and another one, boom. That's interesting. Oops, okay. All right, you have volume up, hide inside in the leaves. Volume up, hide inside in the leaves. That's interesting. But I do like this one a lot. It makes me think of like turning it up to 11, but in this case, they're turning it up to 8. Hey, remember we were talking about 8s earlier, infinity? MJ, present in hacking. So yes, volume up, hide inside in the leaves. Muy interesante. All right, Aries Rainbow Child. All right, here we go. Okay, again, I'm gonna do a little waterfall shuffle, get these all mixed in once again. Okay. All right, Aries Rainbow. Aries Rainbow. Aries Rainbow. Aries Rainbow. That's cute. Okay. Aircrafted, dizzying, where to go. Aircrafted, dizzying, where to go. So Aries, that's an interesting one. Aircrafted, dizzying, where to go. That is so cute, by the way. I love his little crazy face. These cards are so fun. And I keep them in my little cat pouch. So I see volume 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, they haven't made a volume 1 yet, Diane. So I think volume 1 is coming later. They're working in reverse volumes. Yeah, traveling. All right, so Chantal Charmed is up next. Oh, Diane's off to go do some more damage. MJ thinks maybe it's stop hiding, simple enough. Yes, reverse volumes, I like that. All right, Chantal Charmed, here we go. Oops, there's card 1, boom. Boom, chicka, wow, wow, boom, chicka, wow, wow. Okay, there's 2 and 3. Okay, full of wonders, it's twisted, don't split. Full of wonders, it's twisted, don't split. Interesting, Chantal. Full of wonders, it's twisted, don't split. So I guess don't let your mind explode, I don't know. That's so cool. Yeah, full of wonders, it's twisted, don't split. Or maybe don't run away, maybe. Interesting, interesting. All right, Diane is next. Says they have 20% off. I get to have free shipping. Wow, my lucky day. So yeah, actually that's what's really cool about their site. They always have free shipping, but I didn't know they have 20% off today. Maybe I'll go back and check out their site. Okay, Diane, here we go, here we go. Diane, you know it came in really loud and clear while I was pulling the, hold on, I'm gonna pull your last card. I hear Linda Ronstadt singing, so I don't know. But yeah, Linda Ronstadt is singing in my brain right now, connected to your energy. But here we go. Useful, what you want, do your best. Useful, what you want, do your best. So yeah, also very cute. Useful, what you want, do your best. I like this one actually too. Oh boy, here we go. That's correct. My mind is exploding, feeling really down and depressed. So, well, Chantal, hopefully, at least when you're here, we can lift your spirits and send you some good vibes. Help raise you up just a little bit. Silver Star said, my path is full of wonder and the path is twisted. It's not one, of course. The path winds don't split your energy. Yes. All right, so Karina is up. All right. Hey, V, what's up, girl? Actually, you guys, V and I have a collab video coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. It's called Fall into Autumn. All right. So yes, Karina. Boom, 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 boom. And 1. Oh, that's so cute. 2. Oh, you guys will see it in a second. 3. Okay, now I can show you guys. Fly a font, plant a tree, deep forest. Fly a font, plant a tree, deep forest. It's like these two like literally go together. That is so cool. William, of course you can join. Just let Lady Knight, my moderator, know that you want to join in, and I will pull you a few cards. I love this little flyer font. He's so cute. So V, yay, we're so happy you're here. It is a cute deck. It's 3 decks actually, but it's super cute. This is the salmon advice. All right, so William is up next. Oh, okay. All right, William, here we go. Ooh. Hey, all right, William. We have aircrafted, whoosh. Grow your own planet. Aircrafted, whoosh. Grow your own planet. Ooh, I love all the magical energy in this one. This one is cool. So yeah, you get to try to decode this cryptic message. Aircrafted, whoosh. Grow your own planet. Aide-moi aussi, s'il vous plaît. List is done. All right. Okay, Lady Knight, would you like me to pull you 3 cards? I'd be more than happy. William's cracking up. And I just saw on my phone, my dude is texting me, more jelly cats. Oh my gosh, we're not going to have a house anymore because it's going to be full of like kitten hotels and kitten houses and jelly cats. Oh, okay. I'm like, wait, I was like, s'il vous plaît is please, and something me. Oh. That sounded like a commercial, yes. Yes, Jellycat Cuddle Puddle. All right, Lady Knight, here we go. Boom. And booyah. Okay. Lady Knight, you're gonna like yours. Oops. Yeah, it's better not, smart as a salmon. Good joke. Better not, smart as a salmon. Good joke. Actually, that kind of sounds like your personality, actually. I like it. Better not, smart as a salmon. Good joke. All right, Karina, you take care, and we'll definitely be sending some good vibes to you and your family, you know, along the way. So we will catch you next weekend. This is, what's the number on the first one? The number? There is no number on the first one. So it's like the Fool card. Unless you look at the X as like a 10, maybe. But then you have 8, and then you have 7. Love when the time is 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 34. Oh, hey. Actually, you know what? Oh. That's funny you bring that up because my boyfriend's mom, who's passed away now, her birthday was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So December 3rd, 1945. So that was like an easy way of always remembering her birthday. So it's funny you pointed out 1, 2, 3, 4. I was like, oh, I was thinking of Joanne. I was like, hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're very welcome, Lady Knight. Okay. Oh, and Lady Knight, let's do one more thing since you so graciously wrote down everybody's names for us. I have my treasure troll pendulum. So Lady Knight, one more thing for you if you want in your brain, or actually you could just say it here, a yes or no question, and we'll do the troll pendulum for you. Molly wants to know what's the next Jellycat. I'm not sure. I have to look at what my dude sent me. MJ's like, oh well, I can't breathe. We've put her into convulsions. We must be careful. Poor girl can't actually breathe. Okay, will I be able to travel to Minnesota next August? Okay, so when it swings this way, that is going to be a yes. When it swings this way, that's going to be a no. And kind of in the middle is undecided or I don't know. Okay, so will Lady Knight be able to travel to Minnesota next August? Oh, that is a yes. Yay. Thank you, little pendulum. His name is Benjamin, by the way. This is Benjamin. Benjamin is my little trolley. We're friends. Lady Knight's like, woohoo! Chantal can't find it. What was it you were looking for? Yes, little Benjamin. So yeah, little Benjamin's got to go in his little box. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do one last message for all of us, kind of like our collective message, and we'll send off some healing. So obviously we have some people in our group that we have to send some healing to, but then also, you know, everybody else at large as well. But you know, definitely for MJ and her 5-year-old who are very sick right now. So hopefully keep drinking that ginger tea, rest up, definitely watch comedies. I know you can't breathe all that well, but you know, sometimes laughter will help get that stuff out. And also for our friend traveling down to San Diego, you know, for a funeral and family and stuff like that. So, and for everybody else who's going through stuff. I know Chantal hasn't been feeling 100%, so definitely gonna send some good vibes to Chantal. Yeah, definitely watch Mr. Bean. That's like definite vibe-raising laughter. I love Mr. Bean. So okay, let's pull a message for all of us, and then we'll send some good juju to you guys and to the world at large. Let's do this. Excuse me, Benjamin, you gotta get your hair in the tub. Okay. I want to use my Cosmic Tarot, which I haven't used in quite some time, but I've been loving the past 2 days. C-Cat says, it's just afternoon here, but I almost fell asleep. So sleepy. Molly said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is an awesome birthday. Yeah, I always thought that was cool. I was like, I never had to ask her when her birthday was. Wait, I was like, when's your birthday? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. It was always just like super easy. Oh, and her birthday was the same day as my grandfather's birthday, so the divinity in you says, hi vibes, thank you. This is great deck, German artist, yes. There you guys go. Is it Norbert Loscha? I think it's pronounced Loscha. Okay. Okay. One. Oh, yes. Okay, you guys will see in just a second. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh my goodness. Okay. I can't wait to tell you guys. Dude. Okay. Calm yourself, girl. I will. I talk to myself in the third person, by the way. Okay, there's a link if you guys want to check it out. Oh, thank you. Okay, first I'm just going to show you guys the cards. Okay, we have the Prince of Cups, but what's that in the background? Is it a snake? Have we not been talking about snakes? Says, who doesn't talk to themselves in third person? I know, right? I know, Tara. Like, I know. Okay, so yes, the Prince of Cups, but when it's a single snake, I always think of the staff of Asclepius. Asclepius was Mercury's son. So Mercury had the caduceus, which was the two snakes on the staff. But Asclepius, his son, is also really good with healings. Like he is the healer. Like that's kind of like, that's his bag, baby, you know? Silver said, V is the one who encouraged me to start my channel. That is so cool. V is freaking awesome. I'm just saying. Okay, so there's that healing element to it, that Asclepius, that also what we talked about earlier, the shedding, the rebirth, which is all good stuff for those of you that are feeling under the weather, metaphorically and physically. So that's good. So this is also why I'm just like loving this. And also in the scorpion here, when I think of scorpions, because I also grew up with scorpions too, because I spent my summers in the desert, hence why I have no fear of snakes, scorpions, stuff like that. But I'm so scared of tarantulas and spiders. But like scorpions, yes, you don't want to get a scorpion's stinger in you, and yes, but it's basically like defending itself. And sometimes there's medicine in poison. You know, you want to kind of think about that. So again, this to me is just all like water. It's about medicine. It's kind of a clearing out, kind of like the way the ocean, you know, just kind of clears things out. Did you notice he has a gi on? Oh, okay. Yeah, that too. So yeah, so just this is all, and having the gi on, like, you kick butt, by the way. So yeah, so lots of good stuff there. This one is actually my card of the day, is the Ace of Cups. So it's funny that I'm also seeing it here, but again, you know, you have all this water energy, all this clearing out, this new, like, it's all healing vibes. That's like this whole thing. The Hanged Man is talking about just rest, just let the process be. So whether this process is you physically, like healing your physical body, perhaps it's a clearing out of mental, you know, energy, you know, old stagnant energy, thoughts and vibes that really don't serve you right now. And just kind of like letting the process just do its thing, instead of trying to force healing or trying to force yourself to be happy or to feel better. You know, it's everything in due time is kind of like, that's what I see this card. It's like in due time, you know, all you can do right now is hang out on this tree. And although he's not tied to the tree, he chooses to be there, which is a place that we should probably choose to be in right now. The Holy Grail of healing, heck yes. And then what do we have at the end? We have the Lovers, which to me is a yin and a yang. It's a completeness. It's a wholeness. It's a shadow and light. It's balance, basically, is how I see the Lovers card. I mean, yes, you could see it as like actual like lovers, but I've always seen it as a complement to each other, that things are being righted. So this is a very positive message. So if, like, you know, all of us are going through different things. Some of us are actually sick. Some of us are not doing so well, you know, been feeling depressed. You know, some of us have lost people recently. Some of us have lost things recently. And, you know, we all have our trials and tribulations that we're going through. But I see this as really good, you know, in order to allow all this healing to take place. We have to be willing to hang there like the hangman, you know, because he's not physically being restrained. He's willingly just allowing the water to flow. Just let this stuff take its course If you got to cry, cry. If you got to laugh, laugh. If you have to go sprint down your street because you felt like it for right now, go run down your street. But yeah, just let the process do its thing. No faster, no slower, just all in due time. And eventually you'll start to feel the ship right itself. You'll start to feel that balance. And also, if you want to notice with these two, how she has the stars on her sleeves, and he's kind of got like this like apron-y thing on. He kind of like reminds me of like earth energy, and this is like universal energy. So again, and they're also kind of like that yin yang there. So, you know, as above, so below, basically, is what's going on in this card. So I see some good stuff for you guys, but you have to be willing to be the hangman, because if you're anything like me, you're impatient. I am quite impatient. I want everything to be now, now, now. I must know everything now. So for me to be the hangman is the hardest thing in the world to ask of me. But I'm going to, you know, if you guys are going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it this week. So that's our message. Okay, so let's see what you guys was sharing. Aries says, I'm trying to lay off buying decks right now, but I was on Etsy looking for cute decks right now. The Divinity says, I have a new channel because of everyone who is brave enough to put themselves out there to be seen and maybe brave enough to try. So yay! I'm super excited. Congratulations. Yeah, what is your channel? Let us know, and we will follow you. As soon as I upload my live chat here, I will go click subscribe. MJ's sicky accent is being picked up in the dictation. Okay, so this energy that was in the cards right now, this all these healing vibes, but being able to just let ourselves just be and let everything take its course, so that we can be in this balanced state once again. That's the energy that I want to put out, that we will willingly become the hangman so that we can just chillax. We're just going to let everything do that it needs to do. We're not going to feel bad, you know, so don't feel bad if you're not feeling up to par right now. It's just how you are right now, and that's just, you got to let it do its thing. And you'll feel a lot better afterwards. So that's the energy I'm going to be sending out. Again, remember, keep in mind all our friends who need some extra love, extra vibes, and you guys can join in too. So as I'm doing this, feel free to do this too in whatever way you do your energy work. So we'll all kind of join in together. So okay, so you can say aloud or in your brain whether you want to receive the healing energy. You can put it here in the chat. But yeah, just know that it will come to you. You don't have to stay. You can go about your day, go mow the lawn, go tend to the children, go chase the kittens around the house. Like, I don't know. Just know that the energy will reach you no matter where you are and what you're doing. And no matter when anybody watches this live chat, it'll reach them. All right, so here we go. All right, you guys. Oh my gosh, that felt pretty good. There was a little energy that came through with a quick message for you guys real quick while I was doing that. It was a little girl's voice is all I heard. You'll need a tarot closet. And she said sunflowers. Sunflowers always turn to face the sun, and you'd be wise to do the same. So that was just like a little quick extra message that popped in. So hey, face the sun. All right, you guys. So thank you so much for coming in the chat today. I always have so much fun with you guys. And yeah, pulling the cards was a lot of fun. Yes, definitely. I'll try to stay cool. It's going to be hot. It is. How hot is it right now? Oh my God. Do you guys see the temperature right now? It's 105. Which it's always 10 degrees off. So do you know how hot it is out there right now? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It is so hot. I don't think I've literally ever seen that on my watch. I know, right? So, okay, you guys, I'm going to stay cool. I'm going to stay where there's central air with the kittens. And yeah, you guys have a great rest of your week. I can't wait to talk to you guys next week. Let me know how you did with doing the hangman. So were you able to be still enough to allow stuff to flow as it should? Oh, I do think that there is a dog tarot. I think yeah, check it out. I think that there is. But anyway, I will catch you guys next Saturday. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Bye, guys.